Okay. Sorry, using my left is still... That's okay. I can just initial in those spots. I took a scenic route home, courtesy of our fine city's sprawling public transportation, and got in a bit after 11 p.m. Had myself a thorough shower, drank a glass of milk, did some stretching, made sure my phone was on. Time went by evenly. Around 1:40 a.m., a posting for a public defender work came up. Decent rate, since it was so late and so urgent. I had wagered correctly that the boyfriend would have enough sense to ask for a lawyer, and enough debt that he'd need to be provided one. All I had to do was stay awake. There wasn't much competition after one in the morning. Okay, where else? Here and here. How did I phrase it earlier? Criminal defense attorneys aren't exactly flush with customers. Why wouldn't I take on a job where I already knew more than the cops? It would have been easy to convince Carlos to plead out. I would have gotten paid the same, too. But easy is dangerous. Carlos was, of course, innocent, so his conviction would never be airtight. There would be doubts, questions, appeals, maybe even fans, depending on his looks. More attention on HK and his crimes. More headaches. A cold case rotting in the very far back of public's awareness is always preferable to one open and shut in haste. Now, with no more murders matching the HK's MO, there won't be any additional public pressure to find a culprit. Now Heartbreak can just starve to death, out of sight and out of mind like any other fluke in the system. Almost done. Getting involved with the cases this intimately does have its risks. Heck, I might have even overdone things here or there. Like lighting up a smoke inside an interrogation room just to make doubly sure I didn't smell of gunpowder myself. That London fellow seemed more fixated on it than I would have liked. But obviously, everything turned out rosy. And it's worth it for the finality of it all. Seeing the authorities failing at the best seats in the house. Just a bonus. Thanks again, Morgan, for everything. I'm sure Diana's grateful too. Funny. I didn't even know her name. Is something the matter? No, sorry, it's just... I was mad when I left the apartment. I know she was too. So when she died... Death was instantaneous, Carlos. I can't imagine that she was in any pain. In fact, I can guarantee she was dead before she hit the ground. No, I know, but I just keep thinking that she must have died angry at me. She must have died hating me. To tell you the truth, Carlos, there's something I've been wondering myself. What is it? Something I've noticed in the Ark's data that I didn't quite understand. Piece of the puzzle I couldn't fit anywhere else. But maybe you can make sense of it. Into his chest. What is... Where did you find that? That pill organizer was found on the victim. She had it grasped in her hand when she died. Obviously, the police added it to the Arks, but it was quickly ruled irrelevant. Seems like it contained triprexazone, prescribed to help martyrs with phantom itches. They're small tablets, and those are tricky clasp, too, for a pill organizer. Could be hard to handle with an unsteady hand. No one will ever know what she was feeling when she died. Even if they did, feelings are complicated. You can feel angry, happy, and sad all at the same time. But, as far as facts are concerned, it would appear that when she died, what she was doing was setting out your medication for the week. To my eyes, anyway. Aww. Long night. I was Yawning myself. That was too far just now. Practically rubbing it in his face. It's not like I care about his feelings. I doubt I'll ever see him again. But overstepping like that is pure hubris. And hubris invites a downfall. So why did I even bother? It was the last piece of the puzzle, I suppose. I'll just need to show more restraint next time. Though there won't be a next time for Heartbreak. The gun's in custody. There's no more bullets left. There won't be a 7th victim. There won't be any more leads to pursue. The media will move on to their next obsession. And I'll move on to my next MO. And no one will ever found you. District Attorney Rockford. Sorry, can I try that again? I'm so tired. I'm so fried. By all means. Counselor Morgan. Morning, noon, or night, you're always so put together. I don't get it. How do you sleep at night? Pardon? You do white noise, aromatherapy. Whatever you're doing, I need to steal it. God. I must have bags under my eyes dark enough for the dumpsters. Assistant District Attorney Emma Rockford. She's a prosecutor, the lawyer who argues for the state in court, trying to prove the defendant's guilty. This game's Miles Edgeworth. And despite her sometimes unkempt appearance, she's probably the sharpest person to fill the position in decades. I should know, since I haven't beaten her once. Worse yet, she has the remarkable ability to compartmentalize all that adversarial energy and only bring it out in the courtroom. It's part of what makes her good at her job. It's hard for me to read. I should buy a new mattress. What have they got you doing at this ungodly hour, Emma? Oh, this has been updated. My places, gambling guns, noisy people, mud, headphones, batting cages, Mapo Tofu. Mapo Tofu? What? It's getting late. Emma Rockford. District Jervy likes coffee, toffee, hot couture. It's like sunburn, dead pixels, eye strain, Benedict eggs, chess, shogi, idle savant stars. Cat person, yes. Okay, so I liked her then. Well, actually, I'm here for you. Me? Your client was a suspect of the Heartbreak killings? That's my case. Well, you must have been relieved finding out that you won't have to go to trial against me. No? I missed something. No? Why would I be worried about going against you? It's always the unintended bobs with her. So you're working with those detectives? Yeah, London and the new girl, Reyes. They've been reporting to me in preparation for trial. Preparation for trial? That seems ambitious. I guess they gave you the rundown. They've been doing everything they can, but it's hard to catch a killer who leaves behind so little. It's hard to kill while leaving so little behind. So, Reyes told you had HK in custody and you popped out of bed all excited to run down here? Hardly. I haven't slept in 40 hours. King. Too much on my mind. When I heard about a case with a single female victim shot through the heart, yeah, my ears peaked up. But that's about it. Oh. I mean, Carla Flat, a serial killer? Same serial killer that's outsmarted the state for weeks? He's not using his middle name. He was found with a murder weapon. He can answer that any number of ways. If an unyieldly, fieldy. That may be true, but Then I glanced at the report. You glanced at it? No gunpowder residue on him or the clothes. Right. Too remorseful, too apologetic in that note. Whatever it was about. His dominant arm modded with documented sensitivity issues. Never could have made a shock like that clean. Not without getting close enough to leave scorch marks. Not to mention he's too tall for the ballistics, entry angle. Probably too heavy to not leave imprints. It's got all that from a glance. But I'm sure the competent lawyer like yourself pointed all that out the minute you walked in here. Of course. Worst part is, he's not even being sarcastic. Yeah, of course it wouldn't have been him. Huh? Long-term relationships, physically imposing, argumentative, so not the type to bottle things up. He didn't match the profile. Profile? Yeah, right, sorry, you've probably never heard of it. I know what a profile is. Profile's a reconstruction of a criminal psychology based on evidence from the crime. Kind of fallen out of fashion for the last few decades. Not much needed to guess about the why and when 99 times out of 100 the who is caught on camera. Or before they even leave the house. I've had to find some real fossils and oddballs to get advice on how to go about it. And I think I'm getting the hang of it. Well, at least this heartbreak maniac will slow down now that he's lost his weapon. He didn't lose it. He chose to leave it behind. That tells me he's confident they can do just fine without it. It just makes me even more certain that these aren't his only kills. Were there other shootings with the same MO? No, not that I found. Other victims that fit the description? No. But I'm not overly focused on the victim's appearance anyway. I mean, these 6 victims look like each other, but they also look like a lot of other people. Huh. That's true. Heck, they kind of look like me. Yes, strange that. Do they? Sure. What, you don't see it? I hadn't thought about it. Point is, no one can kill that cleanly when it's their first time. Getting things that perfect takes practice. So, I know that HK must have done a lot more than 6 occasions of practice, Morgan. That's why I think heartbreak is a misnomer. You've got something catchier in mind. I just don't think shooting them in the heart is any particular significance. If anything, it's a testament to their accuracy and their cold-blooded efficiency. Best possible use of 6 untagged bullets. 6 kills guaranteed, no matter what kind of life support mods they were packing. Their real signature isn't the bullets of their guns, it's the perfection. That's hard to wrap your head around. I'm saying that 6 murderers were just a fluke, a slip-up, a mistake. Exactly, a mistake. They got too clean, too efficient, and now they've got the public's attention. No wonder they're so upset. Are you talking about the crime scene? Yeah, probably threw the detectives for a loop, right? Based on what you said, I don't blame them. Whoever trashed that room doesn't seem like the smooth operator you've been describing. On the contrary. I don't follow. That was the last bullet. Their last shot. The other 5 were perfect. So if anything was out of place this time around, they must have thrown one heck of a temper tantrum. You make them sound like a child. Childish. And cowardly. And two-faced. Someone who hates to lose almost as much as they love to win. Your profile tell you all that? That? No. That part's just... takes one to know one. Huh. So this profiling, it's some kind of investigation technique. The theory is that a crime can tell you something about the nature of a person who committed it. Stabbing, overkill, points to passion, rage, lust. They probably knew the victim. Poison and guns, meanwhile, suggest they can't overpower their victims physically. And then there's the thing that can assume about nearly all serial offenders. Childhood trauma, prior criminal record, few or no meaningful attachments. There's a lot of recurring themes in their stories. The detectives say HK doesn't leave evidence. So how much of his crimes can possibly tell you? That he's diligent, almost perfect, highly intelligent, painstaking. I don't think the dash goes there. Organized, and with enough criminal connections to get his hands on an untagged firearm. Rare to see her this animated outside the courtroom. It's almost like she's enjoying herself. A sheltered house cat who's picked up the scent of a mouse for the first time. A lone wolf, educated, but have playfully lethal instincts coming to life. Probably overqualified or undervalued. Though I'm not thrilled about the fact that in that metaphor, I would be... Know what I mean? Definitely. And considering the marksmanship, the detective said that HK would have needed insider information on optics. So does that mean heartbreaks in law enforcement? Never in 10 billion years. Oh. Antisocial, independent, despises authority. That'd be like a stallion applying for a job on a merry-go-round. They'd be kicking kids in the head after the first full rotation. Right, that's exactly how I'd put it. There must be some connection to the police, though. Maybe secondary or tertiary? These types can't help but insert themselves. Insert themselves? I do not... I don't do anything even resembling that. Wait. If HK is not a cop, how did they know about the blackout timing? Crime meta statistics analysis, probably. Pardon? Take the emergency response times from across the city and map them out. Look for brief spikes and delays. Chart out dips in... sorry, technical, I know. But all the requisite data is publicly available. With a map, a spreadsheet, a calculator, anyone could reverse engineer the timing if they wanted to. That is such an unpleasant thought, Emma. So to summarize, you're looking for a cold-blooded, faceless perfectionist killer who you think has no persistent MO or victim type. In a city with 8-digit population. Well,
good luck.
I don't need luck. I only need more information. Well, I'm sure this city would be happy to provide you with more resources. No, Morgan, I mean, I need more crime scenes. Oh. Sad truth is, if Heartbreak walks away today, I'd never catch them. Only way my net narrows is if they keep piling on the bodies. Not a very fair trade, is it? No, it isn't. But getting screwed over is a given. It's a deal with the devil. Don't you mean of the devil? Fair enough. Oof. Okay, that rant was pretty morbid and detailed. I need to get out more. Or sleep more. Or both. Or sleep less, but harder. You think a higher thread count would help? Don't worry about it. I'm always happy to listen to you ramble. It's a lot more pleasant than having to face you in the courtroom. Aw, nice little touch of them sitting down. Sorry, but that's the adversarial process. No hard feelings, yeah? No hard feelings. We're both just doing what we do. Huh? I could use a cup of coffee. How about you? Don't tempt me. If you fall asleep face first onto the table, I won't even take a picture. Okay. Just don't expect this to make a difference next time we're at each other's throats. Heartbreak won't claim any more victims. In 2 weeks, the media will have moved on to the next sensation. The police will have moved on to cases they can actually stand a chance of closing. It's what people do. But Emma is different. She'll set it aside and work a dozen other cases, never bringing it up. But a private corner of that frustratingly sharp mind of hers will continue to whittle away at it. Never finishing, but never quitting either. So I can't afford to take my eyes off her. As long as that's the case, I may as well try to enjoy the view. Episode 0. End. Epilogue? Which means you're going to be living with my friend for a while. For how long? I'm not I'm sorry. I don't know. There's no need to look upset over it. My face fairly moved. It may as well have been a blatant pout from where I was sitting. Uh, yeah, like that. Uh, this friend of yours, they're trustworthy? Absolutely. In fact, I trust them more than anyone. Hey, come on. It'll be fun. Really? Really. Educational, too. I think you'd stand to learn a lot from someone like Morgan. Could you be putting something in? Oh, there we go. So, that was episode 0 of the Devil. I'm having to do this automatically. But there we go. Alright. So, apparently we're playing a serial killer. I don't know what cereal. Maybe Fruit Loops. Maybe Corn Flakes. But how's that for a surprise? Now, as far as I'm concerned, I'm only playing episode 0 for now. I will be, if people want me to play more, please tell me. Go onto my Discord, reply to Blue Sky and stuff like that, or just I don't know, just tell me that you want me to play more of this, and I will. And I'll even see if I can pull in some friends who might be able to do more of the voices, because wow, my throat hurts right now. But come on. I need to turn lights on or something like that. It's way too dark. There we go. But like I said, this game. Now I'm just gonna drink some honey. Episode 0 is free to play. You can get it for free on Steam. To be continued in... What is this? Oh, I still have auto done on. No, I'm not voicing this many people anyway. Ugh. Look at all these people. God, I don't have that many voices. Full game is out, and it's only $10. So, if you want to see how the rest of this goes, I have played it, or I've at least watched it be played, and it is good. It is so very good. It's very Phoenix Wright in how you're trying to like solve crimes and stuff like that, and all this. But it's so much better written. Nobody's asking you, can you prove that I don't know? All of the stupid things that you're supposed to like solve and stuff like that in Phoenix Wright, or like in Dangan Gang, where everybody fights you at every second of the way. That none of them want you to actually solve anything. Oh, sweet. I got bonus art and stuff. Forgot to turn off auto. Concept gallery. Oh, that's cool. But, no, the writing in this game, exceptionally good. It has such a great story. You don't know where it's going either. It is not as made for 8-year-olds as Phoenix Wright and stuff like that. I mean, obviously because you're dealing with a murderer, but it's in like you actually have to think, and not everything is just handed off to you. There are also red herrings, things that are talked about and you would think are going to have something to do with the story later, and they might not. But anyway, like I said, if you like this kind of game, buy it. It's $10 on Steam. It's called Of the Devil. I highly recommend it. It is currently at an overwhelmingly positive thing. Very few people have come up with any complaints. Some people complained about the UI, but apparently that's already been fixed. This is still, however, a unknown game, comparatively, because according to Twitch, there are only 58 followers of this game. I know of Nintendo games that have higher follows than that. So, if you want to look cool and awesome and stuff like that on your Twitch channel, play this, and then you'll look like ahead of the time or something. I don't know, whatever the term is.
Thank you all for watching. You're welcome to come see me record these episodes live at twitch.tv/Superbunnybun.
You can also say hi on Blue Sky at Superbunnybun.
But most importantly, I'd really appreciate it if you could like yourself, comment about how awesome you are, and subscribe to Happy Thoughts. And until next time, stay spicy and huggable. Bye!